Coming into senior year, I started checking out possible colleges to attend. I checked out Moravian, Kutztown, but neither of them compared to Berklee College of Music in Boston, which is not Berklee UFC in California. When I went to visit it, I was afraid of the city because I hate going to Philadelphia or New York, but Boston was like the polar opposite of them. It was clean, organized, and not scary at all. The city alone was enough reason to want to go to school there, but the school itself was phenomenal. The icing on the cake, though, was this burger joint that was right down the street, which was appropriately named Tasty Burger. Oh my gosh. As God is my witness, this was the best burger I have ever eaten and probably will ever eat. Every part of the burger, the lettuce, the tomato, the bacon, the butter, were all perfectly in proportion with each other. All perfectly prepared, all the flavors that danced across my taste buds and paired with the burger stupendously, which was cooked at just the right place. It was almost indescribably beautiful, and that burger made this school the perfect college. Berklee was so open-minded it seemed impossible not to fit in, and it catered so much to the education of music, with practice rooms everywhere and dozens of recording studios to complement them. Every single major there was music-related: music education, music performance, songwriting, producing, sound engineering. I felt like I was in some kind of paradise. And the best part about Berklee is the academic requirements, because there are none. They don't even ask for your grades or SAT scores. Your chance of getting in is totally dependent on the quality of your audition. Naturally, the next step was the audition. As I walked in, I was directed to sit and wait in a room with a bunch of other musicians. And I immediately made friends with the kid behind me when he made a snarky comment about Berklee supporting gender fluidity. Now, I'm not homophobic or anything, but I do think that much like any other topic on Earth, gender fluidity is funny. This kid and I started talking about music and whatnot, and eventually the kid to my right got in our conversation as well. I hadn't even been there for half an hour, and I already felt a better sense of community than Doc was ever able to give me. Eventually, we were to start practice rooms, and my new graduation had been run to its I returned the favor. When I was put in the practice room, I was given some sheet music, which I was to memorize as best as I could on the guitar. Then, after 15 minutes of practicing, I was thrown into a room with two teachers from Berklee, one of which was a bassist, and the other was a singer. I played them one of my favorite songs. It's called Highway Star by Deep Purple, which I learned both the guitar solo and the keyboard solo on the guitar. After that, the bassist walked up to the piano in the room and said that they wanted to hear me play a freestyle blues solo. This was the part I was most afraid of, but it was way easier than I expected because they even asked what key I wanted it to be in. So after a good minute of shredding over a 12-bar blues solo, he had me repeat clapping rhythms that he would do. We spent a good minute doing that until he started getting really complicated with 30-second notes. Then I had to repeat things the Irish singer played on the piano on the guitar. Then I had to recite the sheet music I was given, which they were not expecting a single measure out of, so I guess I did pretty good on that part. I know I'm rushing through that part, but it really did go by pretty fast. When the audition was done, I had to head to the Berklee offices where a guy in his mid-20s was waiting to interview me, which felt much less like an interview and more like friendly banter. After that, my Berklee audition was over. A couple of months later, I got the letter in the mail, and I guess they liked me because now I'm going to Berklee College of Music.